Okay, let's head to Spain now for more on the heat waves sweeping southern Europe. Fires continue to burn out of control on the Spanish island of La Palma. Thousands of residents have been urged to leave their homes as emergency workers try to bring the blaze under control. We can go live now to Sharon Backhouse, who's the director of a British tour company, GeoTenerife. She arrived in the city of El Paso in La Palma on Sunday, and it's just a few kilometres away from the wildfires. Thanks for joining us, Sharon. So it must have been quite a surprise then if you arrived and didn't expect these wildfires. What happened? How's that impacted your trip over there?
Good morning, Bishela. Thank you very much and welcome from the beautiful island of La Palma. We arrived here on Sunday. Of course, we did know the fires were ongoing, but we're here to do some work with a group of international students. We're following the impacts of the 21 eruption here that happened. So, of course, when we arrived, the boat was completely full of emergency services that have been deployed here from other islands. We've also had other units arriving from mainland Spain. And as you said, at first the fire was spreading because of the high temperatures and the wind at very high speeds when it first started on Friday night and into Saturday. I have to say now the temperatures have dropped and the wind is favourable, so they're managing to really get a hold of the perimeters. There's still a concern going into Caldera de Taburiente, which is just a few kilometres from where we are now. We were meant to be out flying a drone with Drones for Geology in order to do a new 3D model of the volcano, which we've had to cancel for today because, of course, all you can hear in the background are helicopters coming and going and hydroplanes which are taking water and fighting hard to establish the limitations around the fire, which has covered about 45 square kilometres of this island. That's about 6% of the island. So
yes,
it's been a dramatic event. Yeah.
And Sharon, how's this impacting daily life on in La Palma? Is it impacting businesses, for example? Are shops open?
So the area where this is taking place, it's obviously severely affected two towns of Punta Gorda and Tijarafe. Those are slowly, some people are being allowed to return to those towns yet between yesterday and today. So life is starting to get back to normal in part of those areas. Away from the wildfire, life goes on as normal. This is a very resilient island. We were here in El Paso throughout the volcanic eruption as well, which is only a few kilometers the other way from the volcano. And again, life went on as normal. The emergency services do an incredible job here. People really do lean in and collaborate and help. There's lots of different administrations working here on the ground. But our main concern is always what happens afterwards, because often aid does, which is promised, can take time to arrive. So there's people here who were affected by the volcano, are now affected by this wildfire, and there's people who are still waiting for aid that was promised from Madrid, from the main government. 100 million euros were promised here, which still haven't arrived. So we're still researching, keeping an eye, speaking to the local population, trying to see what's happening here and spreading that message so that people can be helped to get back on their feet after these two big events.
Okay, Sharon, we're pleased to see that you're safe. Sharon Backhouse there, the director of GeoTenerife, a British tour company. Thank you very much for joining us from La Palma.